listening to Fountain of Thought with your hosts, Dennis Fountain and Sunny Rain. One small step for man, one giant leap for America.
This show contains adult themes and language. Listener discretion is advised.
That's right. Get the kiddies out of the room. Welcome to the Fountain of Thought podcast, broadcasting from the Eric's Memorial Studios. This is the podcast where we talk about anything and everything. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at TalkFOT, or visit our website, fountainofthought.com. Hey, Sonny, how are you?
Good afternoon, Sir Dennis of the Narcissist.
Well, thank you very much.
Hey, do me a favor. Can you play the disclaimer again?
Can I play the disclaimer? Sure.
This show contains adult themes and language. Listener discretion is advised.
I'd like to open up the show by saying, nice job, Kathy Griffin. That was one of the most fucking dumbest, biggest, idiotic dick moves. You ignorant, stupid asshole. Does anybody know what tasteful comedy is anymore? I mean, really, carrying out a severed head of our president of the United States.
Well, it wasn't done for comedy. That's not why it was done.
Well, I know the real reason it was done. But the point is, where in that peeny little brain of hers did she think that was going to be acceptable to the public?
She didn't. That's the whole purpose. She did not. She knew, and if you listen to the backstory when they're filming it, you can hear, behind the scenes stuff, and they're talking about the backlash they're going to get. They knew exactly what was going to happen. Her and this dumbass photographer, they knew what was going on. They knew that was going to happen. So there's no question in my mind. And now apparently she's coming out. She's doing a press conference today.
Is it?
I don't know if I've missed it yet or if it's coming up, but obviously I'm here so I can't see it or comment on it. But supposedly she's offended because now she's being bullied.
Oh, isn't that too bad?
Yeah. So,
listen, bottom line is this, okay? You don't like Donald Trump, that's your business. You want to protest what he does, and you want to do it in a tasteful, safe way. That's your American right. But you got to respect the office of the president.
Well, I agree, and I think you can even be distasteful in how you jeer the president. I agree. I think you can. But I think there's a limit to some things. And then some people have posted things about there were pictures that went around the internet, memes about Obama being hung and because he was black and, white and all that stuff. I don't remember seeing that, but I'm sure it's true. I'm sure someone didn't make it up for this time.
And that's not right.
Right. It's still not right. And they keep saying things like that. And it doesn't matter. Just because it was wrong before, two wrongs don't make a right. So. Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought it was very disturbing, and people got to wake up. They really do.
Yeah, I agree. People ought to wake up. I was accused of that on Facebook the other day. Yesterday, as a matter of fact, that I was sleeping because I was talking about the Paris Climate Accord that the president dropped out of, and of course I got this wicked backlash because I thought it was a good thing. But anyways, that could be a topic for another day. I want to go over some email right now. We got 2 emails.
Wait a minute. You were talking to who?
Someone online.
Oh, you were chatting.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. I was actually talking to someone on my other podcast.
Oh, that's what I thought. I said, wait a minute here. I know I gave you keys to the office, but
basically, we have 2 emails. So the 2 emails, one, and again, they've all come in anonymous, which I guess is fine if you don't want to. I don't have a problem with it being anonymous. Do you have a problem with anonymous emails?
I don't have a problem with it, but it'd be more fun if we knew who we were replying to.
Because we could, But anyways, one is from Upset Listener, and it says, Memorial Day goof. And the message of the body is, you guys got it all wrong. Memorial Day was originally called Decoration Day and is a day of remembrance for those who have died in service of the United States of America, not to remember those who have passed. Get it straight and honor those that sacrificed their lives so you could have your show. A little harsh, but okay.
First of all, I'm the one that said it. And I meant no disrespect to our veterans who have gave their lives to our country. I come from a military family. Myself, my brother, my father, my great-grandfather, and my 2 great-uncles, we all served.
Of all people don't disrespect the military.
And the thing I did say is I said it is a holiday to remember the military. I said, but however, I don't see a problem with people remembering someone in their family who died. And if I'm wrong, then why are all those flowers put out on all these graves that don't have veterans buried in them?
I think that harkens back to when it was Decoration Day.
Okay, so but the point is they don't have the right to do that?
Yeah. No, they do. I think
so.
They do.
If I did not say it wasn't, if you misunderstood me, I never said it wasn't to honor our veterans. I just said there was nothing wrong with remembering everybody who's passed.
Well, welcome to the club, because I am often misunderstood. As evident by this next email. This comes from nowayloser@yousuck.com. You're a hypocrite. First off, you spew all of this nonsense about how celebrities should give their opinion and that they should just shut up. You're the one that should just shut up. What the hell makes you think people care what you say? You're an asshole with You're an asshole with a nothing show that likes to bully people around. Ariana Grande has done more to help people than you ever will. She makes a difference every day in people's lives. Too bad you don't.
Oh, wow.
The gloves are coming off.
Holy shit. Now, that was an anonymous email?
Yes, that was an anonymous email, and it came from name Ariana fan email nowayloser@yousuck.com.
I got a feeling that's from a girl.
So, well, most of her followers are, but you never know. So let's talk about Ariana Grande for a second, and celebrities in general. I believe that if you are a celebrity, you have more power than the average citizen. Therefore, you should be careful in what you say, in what you speak. I personally think that politics should be off of it unless something is so outrageous and so over the top that you care to comment on it. I believe in America you have free speech and you have the right to say whatever you want. So do I think that Ariana Grande has the right to say fuck America? Yes, she does. She does. And I would never stop her or anyone else from saying that. Doesn't mean I agree with it, but I think they have agree with what she says, but I think they have the right to say it. I think all of these celebrities have a right to say whatever they want to say. That doesn't mean they should. And I think that, like I said on the last episode, that they do have this much power that they should put it in an area. And we brought up Roger Moore, and I'll just stick with that because that was a good example, that he was huge into UNICEF, and he raised millions of dollars for UNICEF by helping that out.
Look what John Cougar did for all the farms.
What has he done other than that? Has he done anything?
I'm just saying he focused in on a particular thing himself. He took on the farm issues, and he tried to raise money to help the farmers get back on their feet. Michael Jackson took on Africa and trying to feed the children. And I mean, different celebrities have done this through the years where they've taken on causes.
Yeah, and they have their own causes too.
Yeah, or they start their own foundations.
Right, exactly. And I don't have a problem with that. No, I think that's great.
That is wonderful.
But to get up there and spew these politics where you're immediately splitting America. I mean, you're taking your audience, and no matter how you look at it, half of America voted one way and the other half voted the other way. And that's usually how it works in every election. It's going to vary by a little bit, but 63 million people voted for Donald Trump. So now you're going to piss off 63 million people. I don't think you should spew politics like that. Again, it's my opinion. And now this is the part where it gets in. Why does my opinion matter than anyone else's? It doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. It really doesn't. My opinion matters no more than anyone else's. Doesn't matter more than yours, Sonny, or Ariana Grande's, or Miss nowayloser@yousuck.com, or Mr. whoever that was.
Opinions are like assholes.
Everyone has one.
Everyone has one.
But this is a show. This is what I do. This is my job. This is my career. This is what I've chosen to do. And in so doing...
No. This is your stupid little podcast.
My stupid little podcast.
Isn't that what
she said... no, it was a nothing show.
Oh, it is a nothing show.
My nothing show, yes.
Welcome to Fountain of Nothing.
Fountain of Nothing, yes. Just a nothing burger. So that was a Hillary joke for those of you that weren't paying attention. So anyways, I think that because of the fact that this is what I chose to do, like any other morning show or any other podcast or whatever, you have a right to turn off, not to listen, to do whatever you like. But part of what I do in this show is to raise a little bit of controversy. I want to have a discussion going. So I get emails like this, and I have no problem. This is your opinion. Great. You're wrong, but this is your opinion.
But that's what we want. We want your opinion.
Exactly. And that's what this show's about.
Then it's our given right to make fun of it if we choose to.
Exactly. And I get this a lot of people say, I wish you were live because I would call you right now and tell you how wrong you are. Well, you know what? Send us an email or whatever, a Twitter, a tweet, or whatever. We'll get to you.
I was driving yesterday and there was an advertisement for Rock 102's morning DJs. Baxton O'Brien.
Baxton O'Brien. Are they still on there?
And they were talking about the same thing about how people want to comment and call. So they set up a phone line with an answering service. And what they said is you can leave your comments.
You can do that to ours.
That's what I'm saying. If you leave your comment, you're also giving us the right to play your message live in the air.
Yeah.
And that would be another way for them to reach out.
It would be.
So do you have the phone number?
So if you want to call their pre-recorded voice line of the Fountain of Thought podcast, it's 413-612-8037. Once again, 413-612-8037. And if you want to leave us a voice message, please feel free. We may or may not play it.
But remember, if we do play it, you're giving permission to us by leaving the message.
That's right.
That we have the right to put it on our show.
Exactly. And make fun of you.
Right.
No, not necessarily. But okay, so back to Ariana Grande. I'm not going to go into the celebrities any more than that because I think I touched base on that enough. I agree they have a right to say what they want to say, but I think they should stick their nose out of politics. Again, that's my opinion. Does my opinion matter than no one else's? No, blah, 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 blah. We got all that. Great. Moving on.
Here's where the
gloves come off. Ariana Grande has done more to help people than you ever will. She makes a difference every day in people's lives. Too bad you don't. Well, I will give her credit. She is paying for the funeral expenses of everyone that passed at the Manchester bombing. I think that's very nice of her, and I think that's a good thing to do. She is also having a benefit concert with a slew of other celebrities in England, and all of that money raised is going to the families of the victims of the bombing. I, again, think that is a great thing to do.
Absolutely.
I don't have any issue with that. I think maybe it should be free and they should take donations, but that's a minor thing. They're charging, well, people who had tickets to the last one get in for free. Everyone else has to buy a ticket. I don't know. I don't have a problem either way, but I thought it would be a bigger gesture if they did it for free and just accepted donations. But I don't have a problem with what she's doing. I think that's admirable, and I congratulate her on doing that. After this effect, she's not said anything bad. I give her credit. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I will say, as far as this goes, she's done an admirable job, and I'm proud of her. She's done, really good things with that. All right. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes of personal time because it's my show, and I'm going to tell you some of the things that I've done and how I have made a difference in people's lives. And not everyone knows this, and now is the chance for you to know this.
1, 2, 3. He's a loser. Pay no mind what he says. He's a loser.
Thanks. I really appreciate that. I'm going to start this off by, I took this, I am holding a letter that's framed, a framed letter. I took it off my wall in my office, and this was written by my middle daughter, Amanda, several years ago. And I'm going to start off by just reading a couple of paragraphs. The article that she wrote was for school, and it was, My Dad Deserves an Award. So let's start off. I'm not going to read all of it because it doesn't pertain to, everything in here doesn't pertain to this. But to start with, my dad deserves the Best Dad Award because he helps out with my Girl Scout troops. To help us, my dad is a fantastic leader. Some of the things my dad does as a leader are he teaches us important things and skills and then helps us practice what he teaches. First aid is one of the important things he has taught us. I think one of the best ways my dad helps my troops and I in Girl Scouts is being our cookie dad. My dad does a lot of things while being our cookie dad. He helps with the cookies by sorting all of them into their own piles for the girls and teaching us how to count money. Something else my dad has done with Girl Scouts is he DJs. Every year, she was in elementary school when this was written, folks, so it's not, college level. Something else my dad has done to help with Girl Scouts is he DJs. For the Girl Scouts dances, he DJs. Every year, there is a sleepover and he DJs. In addition, my dad deserves the Best Dad Award because he is a member of the Ludlow Lions Club. Since my dad is a member and he is the governor for the whole state, my dad has won the Melvin Jones Fellowship Award. The Melvin Jones Fellowship Award is named after the founder of Lions, Melvin Jones. It is the highest award a Lion can receive. My dad definitely earned that award for being in Lions for over 20 years and for deciding to help others, those that are less fortunate than he is. Another thing my dad does for Lions Club is he donates his time and money for people who need it more than he does. Some things he does is for Lions Eye Research for Campaign Site First. My dad helps plan a lot of the Ludlow Lions Club activities. Some of the activities he helps plan is the blood drive, his club's Christmas party, and midwinter conventions. All right, so let's delve into Girl Scouts and Lions Club. I'm going to start off with the Lions. And I was going to talk about this on a future episode, so it's good that this came up, and I'm going to talk about it now. In 1917, Melvin Jones, a businessman, founded the Lions Club International in Chicago, Illinois. What he found is back then that there weren't any clubs that were helping other people. They were all business organizations, like the Rotary. So as a businessman, he said, you know what? This doesn't seem right. Instead of helping ourselves, why don't we help others? So he started the Lions Club, and it really didn't go anywhere. It didn't do a whole lot because it really didn't have a central focus. And then in 1925, at one of our international conventions, Helen Keller came to speak to the Lions. She came to the Lions, and she asked us to be the Knights of the Blind on a crusade against darkness. Since then, that's been our primary goal. So eyesight, eye care, eye health, restoring eyesight has been the Lions' number one goal. In addition to that, because we're local, all over the place, Lions do all kinds of things. Example, our club, we donate over $21,000 in scholarships every single year to kids to go to college. We help get eyeglasses for people that need them. We do hearing aids. We donate to people that get burnt out of houses. If somebody needs a ramp built, we'll do that. We do all kinds of things on the local level. Every single penny that Lions raises goes back into the community. So if you see the Lions out there doing a pancake breakfast or doing a toll gate or collecting anything or selling anything, every single penny that's raised goes back into the community. We are the only service organization in the whole entire world that can say that. No one else does that. We have 1.4 million members in 204 countries around the world. And you look at some of these other organizations and you say, all right, well, I donate and 47% of the money I donate goes back out to help somebody because they have a board of directors, they have presidents, they have all of these things. Lions, we have those, but those are paid from our dues. Okay, so we pay dues to International to cover those expenses. Any money that's raised in the community stays there, and it goes to help others. I'm going to tell you a couple of the things that globally that Lions have done. Whenever there's a tornado, a tsunami, an earthquake, some type of a tragedy like that, Lions are usually first on the scene. And I will reiterate that. Lions are usually first on the scene. Yes, they beat the Red Cross. The Lions are usually there before the Red Cross is there. The reason is because we're local. So when a disaster hits, the Lions are the first there. They live there. They know what's going on. And there is a Lions Club almost in every community. So we're there. When 9/11 struck, the Lions were there first. They were the first responders that were on the scene, other than police department or fire department. Right. And we provided all of the train cars. So we brought in the empty cargo things,
cargo containers.
Yeah, I don't know what you call them, but we provided those cargo containers. We brought all those in for the police and firemen so they could sleep and rest and eat because there was no place for them to stay. We brought all those in. Here's the thing that really touched me and that got me about Lions, and I can guarantee you that no one in the world knows this unless you're a Lion, and then even some of them don't. All of the remains that left from 9/11 were all covered in flags. The Lions bought all of those flags. We provided all of those flags, so everyone that perished in that event was covered in a flag, and we did that. Why don't you know about this? Because we're probably the best kept secret in the world. We don't like to brag about what we do. We just want to help. probably this is our best asset and our worst asset because we don't tell people what's going on, so not everyone knows what the Lions do. So that helps us and it hurts us. Now let's talk about what I have done personally. Okay, so we've raised thousands of dollars, probably tens of thousands of dollars. On the state level, millions of dollars. I've helped raise millions of, literally, in my hands, helped raise millions of dollars. Let me tell you how I got started in Lions. I was in high school, and I was looking to help, doing some community service, and someone said, well, why don't you go help the Lions Club? They do this Meals on Wheels type of thing. And it was Christmas time. And I went to, in my town, this all happened in my town, I went to a house that was literally, I'm going to say, maybe a quarter of a mile down the road from where I live. I passed the house a million times, never went in it, but passed it a million times. We went into that house with all the fixings for a Christmas dinner and presents for the children. We were dressed in normal clothes. I didn't have a Santa suit on or anything like that, or wasn't anything, over the top, just street clothes. And we walked in, and this entire family, it was a mother and her 3 kids, were living in the kitchen. The house or the apartment was completely sectioned off, and they lived in one room because that's all that they could afford to heat. So they had this one room in the kitchen where they lived in. The beds were in the kitchen, and that's where they stayed. And I walked in, and I had the presents, and the guy was with Norm. Norm had the food. He put the food on the kitchen table, and I brought the presents in. And before I could get through the door, 2 of the kids had literally come and hugged my legs and asked me if I was Santa. Mm-hmm. And I said no, that I wasn't Santa, and, left the gifts, and we left. And what that goes to show you, number one, is you don't realize what's happening in your own town. You don't realize that people are in need next door. So that was a moving experience for me, and that's what started me on joining the Lions. Every year on Thanksgiving, we prepared a Thanksgiving dinner, and we did it for those that are alone on Thanksgiving because not everyone has family or friends that they can go celebrate with, and some people are alone. So we encouraged people to come down with us in fellowship and visit with us on Thanksgiving Day. Those that couldn't leave, we delivered them a Thanksgiving Day dinner. We did things like this through the club. One of the things that I really love now is we have a Christmas party that my daughter was talking about, and it's not your typical Christmas party. It's a Christmas party for those with special needs. And the reason we have this is relatively the same principle, is because these are forgotten people, and they are alone. They literally have no family left. There are other reasons, but this forgotten few are left alone. Well, the Lions saw this need and decided that shouldn't be. So we have a Christmas party for them. They come down, we pay for their meal, we buy them gifts, I DJ some music, they stay and they dance, and it's a great personal one-on-one feeling that we have of helping others. It's not just the blind, but it's helping others in general. And I have actually seen people, I've given people, well, not me personally, but I've been witnessed, I've been there when people have either had an operation or have given glasses, and for the first time, seen their children. And you wouldn't think that something like that happens in America, but it does. So it's a moving experience. So I've done that. I've done the Girl Scout thing. I think that's another great organization because you got to teach them when they're young. You got to get them when they're young, especially the counting thing, because they don't know how to make change, how to count anything. So one of the things that the Girl Scouts, by selling the cookies, do is we teach them how to count, how to give back change, the proper way. So we do that. And then the other item that I'm proud of that I didn't start by any means or get going, but my nephew Adam had leukemia and he had a bone marrow transplant. I held an event. I had a drive for him, and it was we partnered with the Caitlin Raymond Institute, and it was the most successful drive that organization had done. In fact, the organization came to me afterwards and said, "Hey, listen, can you run these for us?" And I said, "Thanks, but no, I don't have enough time to do that." But it was hugely successful. By holding that event, we literally saved, that I know of, 2 people's lives. I'm sure it's been more, but I know personally of 2. So every year we donate. We have a K-Ride, Caitlin's Ride, and we donate money to the Boston Children's Hospital. And for that, not just me, but our whole group has raised, again, tens of thousands of dollars for that. So Miss, No Way Loser at usuck.com. Don't speak what you don't know about, because I certainly have made a difference. And Sonny, I know you do it differently, but you also have made a difference in people's lives.
In my life, I've always done my own thing because I've never really had the schedule or the time to join an organization, though I tried to. It never worked out. And, of course, now it's ridiculous because I have to take care of an 87-year-old mother and a sister who's 58 who has Down syndrome and is now going through dementia. So that takes up 7 days of my week and most of my daytime. And I did donate quite a lot of bit to the Ware Library to try to raise money to keep the doors open so kids in the neighborhood will have a place to go and rent movies and use a computer because not everybody has those things. Throughout the years, I've been involved in lots of different fundraising things. So it's, but not to your level, though.
You've given... Yeah, but everyone does it differently. And that's
I know, but
everyone does.
I hate complimenting you. Yeah. You know that. But it's true. You have done unbelievable amounts of service for the communities. You take on people's projects. You go out and fix people's computers. You don't charge them. You don't turn your back on anybody.
Yeah. Well, I think you and I are alike on that. We just do it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
I apologize to the audience a bit for getting a little bit personal, probably more than you probably expected on this show, but I could not let that email stand the way it was. I just couldn't do it. So,
and again,
because I'm narcissist,
And again, you're welcome to your opinion and to your comments. And if we don't like them, we're gonna fuck with them.
Yeah. So, please send us your comments. Follow us on Twitter at TalkFOT. Visit our website at fountainofthought.com.
And don't forget the hotline.
Oh, yes, the hotline, 413-612-8037. Send us a message. All right, we are going to be right back after I donate to a worthy cause. Did you know volunteering can be meaningful and fun? Community service is for everyone, young and old, families, men, women. As a volunteer, you'll help your community and gain valuable skills. Network with others, energize your life, make a difference, and have fun. Get in step with your community. Volunteer. Visit ludlowlions.org or call 754-900-ROAR for more information. Welcome back, everyone, to the Fountain of Thought podcast. If you would like to be a sponsor of our show, please drop us an email at talkfot@gmail.com.
Interested in your very own shout-out? Let us know at facebook.com/Fountain of Thought, on Twitter at TalkFOT, or email us at talkfot@gmail.com. And you could be rewarded for listening.
All right, shout-outs this week going to Louis Santana and from New Bedford, Massachusetts, Emerson Lopes. Or it could be Lopez. I'm not sure.
Lopez.
Well, it's Lopez, so it's probably Lopez.
I
don't know. I apologize if I just annihilated your name, but thanks for listening.
Yeah. And my shout-out goes out to the Ludlow Lions Club. Keep doing a great job.
The moment you've been waiting for is finally here. Yes, true or false headlines.
True or False Headlines is being powered by the Lions Club. You see a theme going on here?
Wow. That's a coinky-dink.
Do what you want to help those in need in your neighborhood. Volunteer to help today by visiting ludlowlions.org or by calling 754-900-ROAR.
Roar.
All right, Sonny, how this works is these are some headlines. I will read them to you, and you will tell me whether they are true or false.
Or whether or not you're full of shit.
That's kind of the same thing, yes. Drunken driving suspect had lizard in her bra.
True.
That is true. Police in Massachusetts say a bearded dragon lizard, not a bearded lady, a bearded dragon lady. Bearded dragon lizard was turned over to animal control after a woman suspected of drunk driving revealed she had the animal stuffed in her bra. Taunton police say the 39-year-old woman had a blood alcohol level nearly twice the legal limit Tuesday when she drove off the road, smashing into several mailboxes. Police say despite the fact that their airbags were deployed and all four tires were flattened, the driver asked officers to please call a tow truck so she could be on her way. Police say a male passenger was also taken into custody after being tackled by an officer who saw what appeared to be a handgun in the man's waistband. It was determined later to be a pellet gun. So there you go. All right, next one is Mexican drug lord fooled by 50,000 pounds of tortilla flour. True or false?
False.
That is false, and I apologize to my liberal friends out there for appropriating the Mexican culture to make this segment funny.
I thought you were just promoting the new Taco Bell opening up down
Yo quiero
West Street.
Taco Bell. Police department names new canine Gronk.
True.
That is true. Gronk will soon be tackling down criminals, sniffing for drugs, and acting as the furry face of the Massachusetts Police Department. No, not the New England Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski. This Gronk is the Athol Police Department's new dog. The 1-year-old German Shepherd is undergoing a 14-week training program. Chief Russell Kleber said Gronk will be the department's first canine officer in 7 to 8 years. He says he wanted to name the dog after a Boston sports figure and recalled that the real Gronk had a connection to the town. After attending a nearby charity event in February, the Patriots player stopped by an Athol Subway shop and ordered, get this, a foot-long chicken, cheese, and guacamole sandwich that the restaurant owner has now dubbed the Big Subkowski.
I hope he doesn't spend too much. The dog doesn't spend too much time on the disabled list.
I hope not, yeah.
No, we love you, Gronk, but you know.
All right, here is the last one. Woman calls cops worried that semen might explode.
What?
Woman calls cop worried that semen might explode.
Oh, I'm going to say true because it's got to be no way you could have made this one up.
That is true. You did a good job today, by the way.
Please
Good job.
enlighten me on this one.
A Florida woman trying to get pregnant via artificial insemination called police because she feared the thermos she was using to store the sperm in, dry ice, might explode.
Oh, okay.
Felicia Nevins sought the Pasco County Sheriff's Office help after she forgot to remove a rubber O-ring from the container. There's just so many jokes built into this that I just can't possibly go there. The next thing Nevins knew, the incident was all over social media. That's because the sheriff's office posted details on Facebook. Nevins said she was upset because the post was not removed. Nevins was not identified by name, but she said she was mortified that enough information was posted for her to be identified. The sheriff's office defended its action, saying it was important to provide this type of safety information contained in the post. What kind of safety information? Don't keep your semen in a thermos? You're supposed to keep it in your penis, not in your thermos.
Oh.
I know, this show is just gone. It's just gone to hell in a handbasket, hasn't it?
I knew a girl once that she believed that it could actually swim up your leg and get you pregnant. I kid you not.
Let's play Hollywood Soundbite Theater.
All right, Sonny, explain to us how this works. I'm so confused.
Okay. Last week we spun the wheel. My topic today for you was comedy. And you lucky bastard, you got wild card, which means he can give me any soundbite from any motion picture category. Now, how it's going to work is this. The first one to get 3 right is the ultimate goal. However,
Okay.
the built-in thing is if you want to use a pass, you can pass on one particular soundbite
All right.
and get a fourth
Alternate.
one.
Okay.
An alternate, yes.
Right.
That was a piss-poor explanation, very badly spoken, and I take total offense to myself.
You should be offended. You take offense, I'll take defense.
Okay. You going first or am I going first? Oh, wait.
No.
The stakes. First of all, on our website, can you add a place where we can put photographs?
Yeah, on our website? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
for the website, person who loses gets a stupid picture of them posted on our website.
Okay.
And in addition, has to make a $20 donation to the Lions Club.
Okay.
Deal?
Deal.
Okay.
Done.
So, you an artist or something?
Yeah.
You do paintings or...
Yeah, paintings.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
What do you paint mostly?
I don't know, just people and fruit and shit.
Well, I know the actor, so I'm trying to narrow down the movie. Do that one more time for me, please.
So, you an artist or something?
Yeah.
You do paintings or...
Yeah, paintings.
Okay, great.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What do you paint mostly?
I don't know, just people and fruit and shit.
Is that Idiocracy?
Very good.
All right. Yeah,
Very good.
Okay. Oh, my turn.
Sticks the blade in my mouth. Let's put a smile on that face. And... why so serious?
I thought I would be gentle for the first one.
That's extremely gentle. The Dark Knight.
You are correct.
Okay, here comes your second one.
We could combine Viagra with Twitter. What? Twitagra. Boom!
Wow, I don't think I know that one. One more time, please.
We could combine Viagra with Twitter. What? Twitagra. Boom!
I want to take a pass because I don't know that one.
You going to pass on that one?
Yeah, I'll pass on that one.
That was Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, yeah.
When he was discussing the things they could go back in time and change for the future.
Yeah, now that I read. Yep.
Okay.
You slept with 12 different girls.
Including you? Yes. Ow! What'd you do that for?
You're a pig!
Why'd you hit
Do you
me?
know how many different men I've had sex with?
Oh, do I get to hit you after you tell me?
3.
3?
3, including you.
You only slept with 3 different people?
I'm not the pig you are.
I'm going to go with About Last Night. Some teen comedy then from the 80s, isn't it?
No,
Oh,
90s.
No? Okay, close enough, yeah.
Clerks.
Oh, yes. All right, here's your next one.
You heard this one? Your mama's so fat, she heard it was chilly out. She ran inside and got a bowl.
One more time.
You heard this one? Your mama's so fat, she heard it was chilly out. She ran inside and got a bowl.
Bad Boys?
No. It's Will Ferrell.
That's Will Ferrell. Yeah.
Everything Must Go.
I don't even know that movie.
Yeah, that's one of his independent films.
Oh, well, then that's special.
Isn't it? It is special. Your turn.
This is your final one.
Right, but I passed, and you got one more, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's mother time! Okay, your mother's so dumb she went to Dr. Dre for a pap smear. Oh! Something's wrong, Dr. Dre! My coochie's doing a beatbox! Your mother's ass is so hairy, it looks like Don King's about to pop out and say, "Only in America!"
Only in America! Tell me white chicks!
Yeah.
Here you go.
When I heard you called in at 1024, I thought I'd better check it out. Seems I forced the rookie on you. So what happened in there?
Drug bust.
Looked like you've been through it.
Perps were uncooperative.
So how did she do? She a pass or a fail?
She's a pass.
I know it, and I just... shit. One more time.
When I heard you called in at 1024, I thought I'd better check it out. Seems I forced the rookie on you. So what happened in there?
Drug bust.
Looked like you've been through it.
Perps were uncooperative.
So how did she do? She a pass or a fail?
She's a pass.
2 possibilities, but I'm going to go with Judge Dredd.
Which Judge Dredd?
The new one with Carl Urban.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
I wasn't sure if it was that or the new RoboCop.
Yeah.
So we ended this one in a dead tie.
Well, actually, no. I think that you probably won because I did pass.
So I won.
You did win.
There you go. You got another $20 donation on your resume.
All right. There you go. See, suck it. You don't know what I do to help others.
You probably lost on purpose, didn't you?
Dumb people.
You lost.
No,
you lost on purpose
no.
just so you can make a donation, right?
No.
It's time to dig deep. That only means one thing. It's time for questions from my sack.
All right. So, Questions from My Sack is being powered by Mr. Bill's Boot and Shoe Repair in Pantego, Texas. Find them on the web at MrBills.net, where they'll save your soul and gladly die for you. All right. How this works is you send us in your question. Doesn't matter what it is. It can be anything and everything, just like our podcast. And we will each week randomly pull out 3 questions, and hopefully yours will be one of them. You can send it in text, or if you want, phone it in. However you want to get it to us, it doesn't matter. Carrier pigeon, I don't care. First one is, if someone narrated your life, who would you want to do it?
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
Yes.
I have the definitive answer.
What is it?
James Earl Jones.
Luke,
Yes.
I am your father.
This is CNN. Yes. And if he wasn't available, the next one would be Morgan Freeman.
I don't know. I just love the way he did the whole opening to Ted. with that staunch
That
British
accent,
accent.
yeah.
And talking about the AK-47s and the helicopters. And
Okay. Next one is, what is your favorite place to visit?
I've got the definitive answer on that one.
Good, because I don't have the definitive answer.
The toilet.
Well, sometimes, yes, that is my favorite place to visit. Not all the time, but yes. On certain instances, that is my favorite place. A favorite place to visit. I don't know if I have a favorite place to visit.
I don't go anywhere.
I mean, I've been lots of places, but I don't know if it's my favorite. I mean, I don't know. I don't have one. That's my answer. I don't have a favorite place. I usually don't go back to the same place. I like to go to new places. I do go to the beach a lot, but that's only because we go as a family and we all get together, and it's a family thing more than it is a beach thing. So I don't have a favorite. So that question was useless for me. And yours is the toilet? I should have guessed yours was the toilet. All right, here is the last one. If your doctor is going to see you naked, why do they leave the room so you can change?
I know, that is stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, but I know why.
Why?
Because when the doctor sees me naked, I'm usually stationary. But when he's got to see me change, then I'm moving around and things jiggle, and he doesn't. He doesn't want to watch my jiggly parts.
And then, what comes next? They jam their finger up your ass, and you sing "Moon River." Using whole fist there, doc.
I get a little more lube with that, please, doctor. All right. Before we head on to Sonny's pet peeve and final thoughts, I do have one positive note. I want to thank Podknife out there, and it's at PODKNIFE. They are a podcast review site, and they just added our podcast to their site, and they say it's a great morning show vibe. So thank you for the acknowledgement, Podknife. We appreciate that. And I do think we do have a great morning show vibe, don't you think?
I think so.
Yeah, all right.
Sonny's pet peeve
Of the week.
Funny, you that last question about the doctors. That's because that's my
That's your pet peeve?
Yeah. You know how you get those automated phone calls before you're going to have an appointment? And they say...
Well, mine aren't automated, but yes.
Really? Mine are always automated.
No, mine is actual The Office.
Well, I get...
calls.
Wing, and Wing, they do an automated thing. They tell you to press 1 if you're going to make your appointment. Please arrive 15 minutes and bring your insurance cards, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. I think I get that from my eye doctor, though.
Okay,
I think he does that,
whatever.
yeah.
But the point is, you have to go out of your way to be there 15 minutes early. You get in there and give them your cards, get all that shit straightened. Then you sit on your ass sometimes for hours.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about your time. They don't give a shit if you have other appointments.
I know. And
it pisses me off.
I like it because what's the thing is if you're a half hour late, they can
10
charge
minutes
you
late,
for your appointment or
they
whatever.
They can cancel your goddamn appointment and then charge your insurance. Yeah. What the fuck?
And I have never, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. I go to the doctors all the time, and I sit there and not one. I like my doctor. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a cool guy, but not one time have I ever actually got into my thing within 5 minutes of my scheduled time. And I've gone there and there's nobody in the waiting room. And I'm going, what the hell are they doing? You know, and I never once. And the longest I've waited, I've never waited over an hour, but I did wait an hour one time.
There's one doctor.
They apologize.
I will leave the name out because I don't think it would be professional to say it. But this doctor books all her appointments.
Oh, I thought that was the name, Dr. Books.
This doctor books all Dr. Books.
Dr. Books.
Books all their appointments at the same time, and you just sit and wait.
You just wait? Why? What the hell purpose is that?
I don't know. We just found out one day because everybody in the office started questioning, what time was your appointment for? And everybody had the same time. And she wasn't even there yet. She didn't arrive till 3 hours later and then started taking patients.
So the guy who got there 3 hours early, had to wait. Well, you all got there at the same time, though, right? You all had to wait 3 hours?
Yeah.
I would say screw it. I have other things to do.
Oh, I did. I follow another doctor, but
Wow.
I thought that was completely, totally uncalled for.
Unprofessional. Very unprofessional.
That's just saying my time is worth more than yours.
Yes.
Well, up your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sick of them up my ass.
That's
up your
right.
ass.
It's your turn. All right. I agree. Final thoughts there. Sunny Rain.
Yeah, I do. I want to get a little depressing now.
Oh, boy. Oy vey.
Yeah, it's depressing. Did you ever think about a man's life? Well,
you mean, what do you mean? You mean in general a man's?
Just in general. When you look at a man's life, in a whole, the things, the perks.
Well, I think about my life, so does that count?
Well, I mean, look at it this way, okay? Yeah. It's appropriate. First thing you do, you're born, okay? Which has got to be a traumatic experience. That's probably why we don't remember it. And then shortly thereafter, for some poor bastards, you get circumcised. What's that? First you get smacked. I'm sorry, you get smacked and then you get circumcised. Okay, so that's a great way to start out life.
50 Shades of Grey comes in.
Okay, so then what's the next thing to look forward to? Using the toilet on your own. That could be again anywhere from 2 to 5, depending on how dumb your parents are. And then what's the next thing? Oh, entering school, age 4 or 5. That's another big thing we got to look forward to as men. And then, of course, in my opinion, then there's 13 and 14. That's usually puberty and entering high school. Whoop-de-doo. 16, that's not a bad one. You get a driver's license. But then again, all the kids I talked to today, nobody's in a hurry to get a driver's license. I don't get it. I was counting the days on the calendar.
Because they don't want to get out. They want to stay home on their Xbox or PlayStation in the basement.
Unbelievable.
Drinking energy drinks.
17, 18, you're graduating high school. That's kind of a big deal. But then for a guy is 18, you have to, you get to vote, but you have to sign up for selective service.
Register for selective service.
Now, I don't understand. How come the women don't have to, but they're allowed to be in combat situations now?
That's coming. That's going to happen very soon.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. Yeah. At the moment, it's not. 21, that's a big one if you are a partier, because obviously that's when they give you the right to drink.
Legally.
Which, again, doesn't make any sense because 18, you get the right to vote.
Or you can go die for your country.
But you 21, no. Forget it. You got to wait till then to
there
drink.
are a lot of places of smoking, too. They're going to change that to smoking. You have to be 21.
Well, smoking should be eliminated, period, as far as I'm concerned. But that's my opinion. Okay? My opinion. Don't all go mental because you're a smoker. Okay. And then then we coast through life, start getting in our 20s. Then you decide whether or not you're going to be... you're going to settle down and choose possibly marriage, kids, or bachelorism. Is that a word? Bachelorism?
Sure, but nowadays kids are having kids at like 13. That's you need to change your.
No, that's I'm talking about men's life. First of all.
Men's.
And
that's a woman's life.
And no, that's a business. That's a topic for another day.
Okay.
Oh. And then here it comes. Age 50. What do we look forward to then?
50. Well, we just skipped through the 40s. Yeah. Nothing happened in the 40s?
You're depressed.
You're just depressed. Because the 50s are coming?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what do you get for a big surprise and a reward? You get a colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy.
And then you hit the old 50s and 60s and things start breaking down. And 65, 70, you start looking forward to retirement. God knows what they'll change it to by the time we get to be that age. Your 70s, well, you start thinking about putting all your affairs in order so your kids don't have to be burdened, or if you're alone like me.
Your cats don't have to be burdened.
Yeah, some cats don't have to be burdened. And then, of course, later, the luck of the draw, losing your erection, then possibly your mind, which ends up in an old age facility, pinching nurses' asses and shitting ourselves. Then finally the big day comes, we take the dirt nap. Wow, was that fucking depressing.
I'm going to go the grumpy old men route. All right, well, thanks for that final thought. That just made me so excited to be alive. Everyone, remember, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Fountain of Thought. Follow us on Twitter at TalkFOT. And don't forget to visit our website, fountainofthought.com, for this, past, and all future episodes. And remember, everyone, be a fountain. Not a drain.
The pain.
sharp, scumbag, fuckface, dickhead, asshole.
You are physically repulsive, intellectually retarded, you're morally reprehensible, vulgar, insensitive, selfish, stupid. You have no taste, a lousy sense of humor, and you smell